round 2 of the July 2013 League of Legends tournament hosted by EliteClanWars.com. I'm Joker.
And I'm Raziel, and tonight we're going to be casting Win Game, Lose Lane versus Went Too Deep. Awesome, so let's get started with our first guest. Can you tell us who you are and what your team name is?
My name is Mike. I'm the jungler for Win Game, Lose Lane.
Good stuff. And do you want to tell me about the rest of your team? Just give me their player names and what roles they play.
So top, we've got Diamond player Vaughn. He's one of the best players I've ever played along with. Mid, we've got Saints Keeper. He also will double as an AD carry from time to time. Bottom, we've got Payback, who will also sometimes double as a mid. He's our AD carry. And then our support is Bot.
Wow, so you have some switching going between the AD carry and the mid laner?
Yeah, it depends on the comp we decide to run. They're both good with different champions, so depending on how we're going to play, they may switch it up.
Wow, that's awesome. I don't think I've ever heard of that combination of switchers. Normally you see like top and mid switching, or even support and AD carry, but AD carry and mid laner are so far apart in mechanics that it's a very strange switch, so I'll be excited to see that if it happens.
Yeah, what's good about it is, I mean, both lanes are really important with farming and so on, but even, I've got a champion that I might play mid, or our top laner Vaughn may take a traditional top laner like Kha'Zix or Aatrox, and he may run it mid too. And it just depends what we're going to do. I know a lot of the top teams will switch top and bottom lane for like a 2-on-1, and we do that sometimes as well.
See here. So okay, where's like everyone from? Are you guys from like the same area? Anywhere else?
Saints Keeper, he's our mid or AD carry depending on what's going on, is from Florida, and I'm from Western New York near Buffalo. Our top Vaughn, it turned out after about 6 months of playing with him, I found out he was only about 30 minutes away from me. He lives out near Rochester, New York. And then our other bot laner, support, whose username happens to be Bot. I'm not quite sure where he's from, actually.
Okay. Give me a little bit of a history of your team. How long have you guys been playing together? Is this your first tournament? Are you guys excited?
We have actually been playing together for over 2 years now, on and off. We had a really competitive team placing in playoffs and top 10s in various tournaments, including Go for LOL on Sundays, Alienware, which is a weekly league. And eventually things, I know for one reason or another, people stopped being as dedicated, and we stopped playing together for a while. But recently we've kind of got back together. This is our first tournament now since we started playing together again.
So this is your rebirth tournament, so to speak.
Yeah, just to see how everything goes. I mean, we all stopped playing together, but individually we all kept playing the game and continued to get better by ourselves. So now this is our first time playing together, where we've all reached a new level, individually.
Okay, good stuff. Can you tell me a little bit about last week? Who did you beat? How was it? How did you feel? Are you feeling confident for this week?
I can't remember their team name off the top of my head. But,
can you tell me a little bit about the match then?
Yeah. We looked up their profile ahead of time and the players they have, and we tried to ban accordingly. So we were able to ban some of their most played, most successful champions, and then we created a team comp, an AoE team comp, based around that. So I played a jungler, Hecarim, who can ult in and fear their whole team. We had a mid who had a similar AoE ult, and we just based our team around that. So we got ahead early and just snowballed the whole time.
Any surprises in the match, or anything exciting that you didn't expect to happen?
It was a lot easier than I expected it was going to be. Because realistically, I mean, we've got some gold, plat, and then we've got one diamond player, but all 5 of them were ranked ahead of us in the ladder. So we thought we could, beat them if we played well, but we got 2 kills really early on. I should say I got 2 kills early on out of the jungle. Going top, I got lucky. I counter ganked right at the beginning. So basically, I went top the same time their jungler did, and he didn't see me. So as soon as he went in, I went in behind him, and I got 2 kills, their top laner and the jungler. And we basically snowballed from there. We took all the map objectives, and it wasn't really close after that.
So yeah, tell me a little bit about tonight's game. What have you done to prepare? How do you think it's gonna go? Do you have any expectations?
We definitely expect them to be a little bit stronger than the team we played last week. But Saints Keeper there, so who I believe is going to be playing mid tonight, he did a bunch of theory crafting ahead of time. I think he got a notebook out and looked up everybody and came up with some bans and comps. So I think we have a good idea what we're going to do tonight.
So it sounds like you guys have done your homework, unlike me most weeks. So yeah, sounds great. I look forward to it.
Any predictions on tonight's match?
Oh, we're probably going to win like 112 kills to nothing. We're probably not going to die the whole game.
Someone said something similar like that last week. It didn't go very well for them. So.
And then they lost? Okay, so we're probably going to die 112 times. We're probably going to lose for sure.
Sounds good.
Thank you, Mike, for telling us about win game, lose lane. We look forward to seeing you tonight in tonight's match. Good luck.
Yep, I'll see ya.
Let's hear what Turtle Squad has to say about his team, Went Too Deep.
I am Turtle Squad, and my team name is Went Too Deep.
Cool. Tell us about the rest of your team. Give us their gamer tags and tell us what positions they play.
Well, I play middle. My bottom lane consists of Hawk Jones, Fort, and God herself. In the jungle, we have Thy Seaman, and top lane is Swag Syndrome.
Very cool. So where is everyone from?
Most of us are from New York, a good group of friends, and the rest of them are, one's from Canada and one's from Georgia.
Oh, cool. So did you guys meet online, or did you guys meet off in the real world, so to speak?
2 of my other friends, the jungle and the support, we've known each other since high school, and we've known these 2 other guys online for quite a while, so we've just put together the team after a bit.
Cool. So how long have you guys been playing together as a team?
Probably roughly about half a year. We've been trying to get serious and actually putting in more work.
Yeah, it's always the hardest part when you're trying to make a new team, trying to get people together and actually practice. So is this your first tournament then, or have you guys done tournaments like this before?
We've just done like weekly Saturday tournaments, like day ones. Never like a full-on long-term commitment one compared to this.
Very cool. So this should be very exciting for you guys then.
Definitely has cash incentive and all.
Yeah, that definitely helps.
So do you guys practice regularly? Like, how do you guys prepare? How did you guys get prepared for this tournament? Did you guys do some research, like anything like that?
Mostly we just played ranked 5s, just getting our chemistry, play what we're used to, just knowing like mistakes and objectives we have to do when certain situations arise.
Yeah, very cool. So you say chemistry, and you also say you know 2 other players on your team. So do you guys ever do something like LAN practices?
Yeah, we have LAN before. It's a fun experience. It's definitely helps maybe a little bit, but I don't see too big of a difference. It's just an enjoyable time.
I wouldn't say it helps. Whenever I'm landing with my friends, it's an absolute chaos fest, so it probably wouldn't help me at all, but it is always very fun, so that's why I get excited when I hear people are close together.
Oh, do you remember who you beat last week?
The team name exactly?
Yeah. This is going to be a fun experiment.
They were Corporate Gaming.
Corporate Gaming.
Oh, wow. I'm impressed.
Very cool.
All right. How was the match? Any sort of surprises? What kind of fight was it?
It's a pretty standard match. Nothing out of the ordinary. We just played, and it was a fun match. Just competitive.
So tell us about some of your favorite characters or some of your teammates' favorite champions.
All right. Well, hopefully the other team's not listening, but some of our favorite champions definitely are some strong initiators, more or less. We really like to push the pace. We're not teams to sit around. We like Malphite, like things that can just start in a fight and get going.
All right.
All right.
Yeah. So do you guys play any other games together? Just do you guys meet on League and play only League?
We mostly focus on League, but we do venture out to like random shooters like Counter-Strike or anything we find that we can just all get together, put our hands on, just enjoy.
Cool. Okay, so tell us about this game that's going to start in like 15 minutes. How do you think? What do you think is going to happen? Do you have like any predictions? Who should we be watching? Who's going to be making the plays tonight for your team?
I would really probably look out for either the top lane or bottom lane, more or less. I think if the top lane gets rolling, we're going to have a good time, or either the bottom lane either. If one of those two get moving, we're going to really push the pace.
Do you guys have any out there strats that we should be looking out for? Any sort of unconventional picks that might excite people watching tonight?
Maybe nothing too unconventional, but just beware of the fish. That's all I need to say.
Beware the fish. Oh, that bodes well. If that means what I think it means.
Awesome. Let's see. So do you know anything about the team that you're going up against tonight?
We checked them out a little bit. We just looked them up. They do look like good opponents, and definitely will be a tough match for us to play against. Probably pretty even from what we see.
Okay, and so how do you think tonight's gonna go then?
To be honest, it can really go either way. I feel it's going to be a long, drawn-out game where nobody's going to want to put too much out there to make a mistake. So it's going to be kind of slow for the beginning until some team gets ahead and tries to make the advantage work in their favor.
I think you won the award for the most humble and well thought out answer to that question I've heard so far. So, well done. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, Turtle Squad, for telling us about Went Too Deep. We look forward to tonight's match. Good luck. Don't forget, these teams are competing for real money. Third place gets $100, second place gets $250, and first place goes home with $375 for their team.
But they don't get to go home with the money this week, so be sure to keep checking in with WWIGTV to see who gets to go on next week and get one step closer to that money. Alrighty. This should be exciting. Ooh, Kennen right out of the gates. That's a very weird band to pick
Jace
first.
as well. Almost immediate.
Jace pretty standard though, but the Kennen, I wonder what that's about.
It is really, really strange.
Probably. Well, actually, he has started picking up a lot of steam in the LCS, and because of the Korean meta. So people are probably seeing him as one of the top tier champions again, which he never really fell from. He just stopped being played. So it's probably a good ban.
That's a weird ban as well. Nocturne coming out from that is Went Too Deep on the left side on the blue team, and win game, lose lane on the purple team.
Probably going to be referring to them as purple team,
yeah.
Because that is a mouthful. Yeah, if I had to guess, those bans are probably targeted because Nocturne's a pretty strange ban. Kennen, I can see Nocturne. He's strong, but I wouldn't say he's ban worthy.
Yeah.
Unless they have something in mind which they don't want Nocturne.
As well as Rise.
Ooh, Rise ban.
Yeah.
Rise always a strong pick, but again, not something I would normally ban.
So
The Nocturne could be a ban against the team comp that they're looking for, though. If they want to try something global like a TF, they want to take away that Nocturne so that they can't counter them in the jungle. Ooh, Thresh ban, of course. So, pretty standard bans except for that Nocturne, I would suppose. And Caitlyn. Okay, blue team, not standard bans, but purple team are standard.
So went too deep picking up Zach right away, insta-locked it. Very strong right now in the jungle. I don't think we're going to see him top lane, but maybe, you never know. He's got that exhaust on, so.
Zach, one of those champions that can just sort of build completely tanky and then just dive into your backline and destroy them without any damage items. It's very annoying, but he is very strong right now, so it's not a surprise to see that pick up early.
See, we're going to see Sejuani and Orianna coming out from win game, lose lane. That's another really strong jungler. I wonder if they almost wanted to take Orianna away from Zach. That's a really strong initiate in itself.
Yeah, plus with Sejuani, that's another strong initiate combo for Orianna. Pretty much anyone that's able to dive into your team or any sort of gap closer is a really strong and powerful combination with Orianna, because you throw the ball on them, they run into the enemy team, and all of a sudden they can't move.
I'm really interested to see what they're going to be picking up here with their next two picks. They're waiting until the last second now.
Taking a little bit of time, seeing what they want to take against the Sejuani. Because Sejuani, a very strong champion that I think is a little bit underplayed right now. Ooh.
Oh, Vayne. I guess that kind of explains that Caitlyn ban. I thought it might be a targeted ban, but
two very squishy champions coming out for went too deep here. That's actually a little bit surprising to see against a Sejuani, because Sejuani is going to be looking to gank pretty early, and Anivia and Vayne don't really have lane pressure until they start getting those levels on them. So if Sejuani's camping either of those lanes, they're going to have a very rough time trying to farm it out.
Yeah, it's gonna be it's definitely gonna be rough. Orianna also pretty tough for Anivia to deal with, as she's got like such a low base movement speed. It makes it really tough to dodge that ball.
Yeah, so I expect the Sejuani and the Malphite to switch. So I expect to see Sejuani in the jungle and Malphite up top with teleport. And what I expect out of win game, lose lane is to see a lot of early pressure coming out from them, because blue team has gone for a very mid to late game centric build. And if purple team's able to sort of pressure them early, then they're going to absolutely destroy them and snowball their own team into not letting them have that late game, because they do have that Tristana in their back pocket as well.
See, looks like Swag Syndrome's going to be picking up the top lane for them. Hovering over a couple different
Swag Syndrome trying to make me dizzy here. Looks like he has actually picked something.
Is he gonna? Okay, yep. It's gonna be Singed and Nami. So a lot of peel for Vayne there in the form of Nami. She's really strong. She's also really good at pairing up with Vayne's passive. She can just like hunt someone down with that slow.
Yeah, Nami a very strong pick. Also another champion that I think is a little bit underplayed right now, but she is a little bit tougher to control. Her bubbles are pretty short range, and to put them just right to cancel out other people's actions and to put yourself in a good position is oftentimes hard. But if you can manage to do it, it's a very strong champion, especially with Vayne.
I really like what Purple Team is doing here with their team comp. They've got a really strong wombo combo. If they can pull it off, they can lock down a team almost the entire time.
Yeah, I expect to see some crazy early on action, and if Purple Team is able to snowball a lead early, then I don't think there's anything Blue Team can do to come back. On the other hand, if Blue Team's able to stay even, not maybe even a little bit behind, but just not give up any early kills or not give up a lot of early kills, then I think Blue Team has a much stronger late game. But it's all going to depend on who lets who farm up.
It's definitely going to be an interesting match. Really looking forward to it. Looking at both teams, let's look at the junglers. Who would you give the edge to? They're both really strong, really CC based, but who do you think has the edge, like maybe early game going into mid?
I definitely want to say Zach, because Zach has that really long range initiate. He's able to gank a lot earlier and a lot more effectively early on. Sejuani has good early ganking pressure, but she needs her ganks are a little bit harder to pull off than Zach's, because he can just launch from so far away. I also think most of the early game is going to be up to the Zach, creating good opportunities for his team to capitalize on by initiating good ganks early.
Cool, it's going to be really exciting. Let's see. How about, well, we talked a little bit about mid lane. We didn't really talk about top lane. I'm not really too familiar with that matchup. What do you think about Sins versus Malphite?
Actually, I think Malphite's going to have a hard time with this one because Malphite, the thing that really hurts Malphite is sustained magic damage, because that just eats through his shield. And what's better than Singed Poison for sustained magic damage? He's just going to run around the creep line, and Malphite won't be able to get near it because every time he does, his shield's just going to pop, and then he's going to start taking slow incremental damage from Singed Poison. So actually, I think I'm going to give that lane to Singed, but then again, they could both also just do a farm fest, and I don't think Malphite will have too much of a problem with that. What's interesting to me though is that Singed has opted for Teleport Ghost, which means he's going to have very little kill pressure in lane. He's going to go for that sort of split push all day type lane composition like you see out of Hotshot GG. So I expect to see Singed nowhere but top.
That's always annoying. I think everyone who's played League has had to deal with that at some point.
Yeah.
Like a laner that doesn't leave top lane is probably one of the most annoying mechanics in the game, to me personally at least. I think we AP Trend a while back. Thank God that's gone.
And Singed is, I would vote Singed in for the most annoying of those lanes because he's unmovable, and if you do try and move him, he's just gonna run away. So always annoying. What I'm really interested to see is this bot lane though. I don't really know who to give it to because I think blue team actually has a good high kill potential lane. I think that Nami Vayne is going to work out really well if they get some good bubbles and condemns off. On the other hand, we have a Sona Tristan in the opposite end, which is a very bursty lane. If they manage to get you low early on, they're just going to steamroll that lane.
Yeah, it's definitely going to come down to a lot of the skill here. I think the jungler is going to be huge bottom lane as well, because if, like you said, if one of them gets like ahead at all, it's bad news.
Yeah, we have two hyper carry spot lane. That's going to be a very volatile lane that both teams want to start snowballing as early as possible. So I expect to see a lot of the early pressure in the bot lane.
Cool, getting into the loading screen here momentarily.
Alright, so let's see here. Skins, very important. What do we got going on? We have TP Oriana, always a good looking skin. Arcade Sona, one of my favorites. Not my favorite Sona skin. I'm an avid Sona player, and I much prefer Gunquin Sona. But
really?
I think that's how you pronounce it. Gunquin, right? Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure.
I'm not Chinese.
Arcade Sona is definitely my favorite Sona skin.
Yeah, well, I have this sort of, I don't know what you want to call it, sort of a hipster mentality against Arcade Sona, because everyone else loves her. I have to love something else, because she was one of my original champions.
Black Frost and Nivea.
Actually,
that's my favorite skin, I think, in the entire game.
Is that one still bugged, though?
You know what? I'm not 100% sure. I remember seeing that video with, I forgot who it was. It was one of the pro players, and his wall kept bugging out.
Yeah, the wall, I saw one where, like, they stayed in egg form.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I hope none of that happens, but we shall see as this game gets underway now for us. Pretty standard starts coming out, nothing too exciting.
There's a Malphite showing some good sportsmanship with the good luck, have fun.
Good luck, have fun. We'll see how long that lasts. No, I'm just kidding. I expect these guys to be the most honorable of opponents, both sides.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Ooh.
Oh, we might be seeing... Oh my gosh. Oh,
and a pause.
That was pretty funny. They almost walked right past each other without even noticing. So, do you think we're going to be seeing an invade coming out from either team here?
Well, I thought Red Team was grouping up, but I think Red Team's actually going for the defensive position here. They might be doing an early ward into the blue side, which I would expect. I do think Blue Team is setting up for some sort of invade here. I don't know if they're just going to do an offensive ward on the Red Team's blue side, or if they're actually going to try for something here. But if they do invade, they are going to catch out the Sejuani, so that should be interesting to watch. As we get back underway here. Everybody very excited to get this game underway.
Very, very excited. I'm just really interested to see what both teams are going to do. Turtle Squad's got to be careful here. He doesn't know that they're right there. He's playing a little bit cocky right now.
This is very good for Red Team, though. I think Blue Team has sniffed this out, but Red Team has a great position here because they knew all of Blue Team was in mid lane.
Oh,
so they were
and
able to
Malphite's moved ahead of his team just a little bit.
Oh, no.
Oh, they got warded out.
But yeah, Red Team was able to get the position and the sight onto Blue Team and able to take control of the Blue Team's blue side jungle, which means that Blue Team knew that they were in there and that they couldn't do anything about it at that point. So very good play from Red Team there.
It looks like both teams are just going to be forced right back to their own buffs. Sona's going to go ahead and recall. I'm not 100% sure why. Hope she decides against it.
So yeah, everyone's too preoccupied with that sort of mini invade there, and I don't see any offensive wards going down. We just have one on blue side for the red team, but they're at their own blue, and we have one in the river to sniff out that potential invade from red side.
Here we go, getting into the game. Looks like Mike is going to go ahead and start off on that blue buff. He's about finished with it. Doesn't look like he's going to go and use smite on that, so he went smiteless. Zach smiteless as well, and they'll be moving on to their second buff momentarily.
Yeah, smiteless, pretty standard start for almost every jungler these days. It's just good to get that early smiteless buff and then rush off to your next buff and before it gets taken, since everyone seems to like to do that these days.
A little bit of trading going on here in the top lane. Both of them being used to use potions very, very early in the game.
Ooh, Vayne being taken pretty low down bot as well.
Oh, is that bubble narrowly missing? Payback. Actually,
Oh.
Bot putting a lot of damage down on the God herself there. Both of them putting a pink ward down. Sona's going to pick that one up. God has to be so careful. Payback is going to get the last hit on that. Vayne just playing a little bit too unsafe there, and Payback taking advantage of it. Going to go ahead and pick up first blood.
Yeah, Payback starting that Doran's ring, and I think he's also starting some attack damage quintessences instead of the standard lifesteal ones. I wouldn't be surprised because that was a lot of damage on that one attack. Meanwhile, top lane we have a gank going on.
Yeah, Mike's gonna go in onto Swag Syndrome. Swag Syndrome's actually gonna laugh it off. He says he can't chase me because I'm singed.
He says, I'm singed, you ain't doing nothing to me. I'm walking out of this one. Ooh, Nami just missing that bubble on Tristana. Nothing. Ooh,
Zach's gonna go in on the Payback there. He's got the red buff. The slow is applied. Payback's gonna go ahead and hop away now. The exhaust coming out onto God herself. I think people will walk away from this one. Looks like it. Thigh Seaman's gonna have to go back to his jungle. Gank didn't quite go his way. God herself still level 1 at this moment.
Yeah, Payback playing really well on this Tristana. He got that early experience in first blood advantage on Vayne, and he is just snowballing.
Oh, there's the bubble on the Payback. God herself is going to go in on it. He's got the silver burst. One more proc would do it. Barrier's actually going to save him. He's going to hop away from that one. On to bots now. Actually, God herself wants Payback's going to flash for it. Payback's going to flash as well. Back onto bot. He's got the silver bolts proc. It's not going to be quite enough. Very well played by Payback there.
Oh yeah, he didn't quite have the condemn up because he wasn't level 3 yet, or else he would have been able to trap that Sona against that wall and probably would have got the kill there. Unfortunately, he missed both kills. I think he tunnel visioned a little bit too hard on the Tristana. If he had just turned and started doing damage to the Sona instead, he wouldn't have had to blow flash. He probably would have got Sona's flash out of it as well, so it would have been a much better trade for him.
Looks like both junglers sitting middle right now. Not sure if they know that they're there. But it looks like Mike and the Iceman are both going to be moving away from this one. Actually, he's still looking at mid.
Oh, we could see a gank here from, yeah, he's gonna
Nice
go
even
in.
gonna go in on the Saintkeeper. Saintkeeper's gonna flash away and actually gonna flash over that wall as well. Very well played by him.
Yeah, great reaction times there from Saint's keepers to avoid that Zac gank. But having to blow flash because of it, but it doesn't matter because he's still alive. That's all that matters.
Oh,
Ooh,
Payback's
Tristana
gonna go in. He's gonna get the silver bolts proc, and actually that trade's gonna go in God herself's favor. Getting a little bit too aggressive there was Payback.
Yeah, Payback jumped into a load of minions there. So not only was he trying to fight against this Vayne, but about 10 or 15 minions as well, which never works out for you.
Yeah, and he did pick up a Vamp Scepter on his first back.
Ooh, yeah, so Tristana has a nice
Oh,
bam step to
Swag
lead.
Syndrome's in trouble in the top
Ooh,
lane.
Sandkeeper mid.
Oh,
He's igniting,
Sandkeeper
doesn't have
ignite.
flash, he's dead.
Yep. A lot of damage coming out at him. Swag Syndrome's just gonna run away towards the golems. He's actually gonna be proxy farming now. A lot of damage on the god herself in the bottom lane.
Bot lane. Oh man, there's just so much action going on everywhere. So yeah, that mid lane gank, that coming around after he'd managed to get the Orianna flash beforehand. Orianna still playing a little bit too aggressively there. Zach just coming in, capitalizing on his mispositioning, and Anivia managing to pick up the kill.
Really well played. Look at this. Swag Syndrome is just walking around in their jungle right now. He does not care.
Yeah, he's going for this proxy cinch that's being really annoying lately. Well, he's doing it sort of half-heartedly. He's not doing it full-time, which is good because he'd be dying a lot more. But yeah, he's so annoying. I really hate Cinch.
Looks like we might be seeing Zach going into the bottom lane. He's going to walk right past the ward right now. Payback is in a bad position. Then he's going to go in on it, but he's going to be very patient. Going to wait that out and hop away. The slow did not come down. They're going to look to turn this now.
Here, having the blow flash.
Very well played by Payback. This bottom lane is doing so well right now for win game, lose lane.
Yeah, Payback really turning that around. They're not shying away from these fights. They know that they are low. They know that they can fight it, and they just turn on them and explode them with that huge burst damage that you get from Tristana Sona lanes.
So is this game going how you expected? I'm seeing a lot more aggressiveness actually than I expected early game. I thought both teams were going to be playing it a little bit safer, but you did talk in the pregame a little bit about how blue team's only going to get scarier with time.
Yeah, blue team is really going to scale up, but what I'm liking from red team is that they're taking advantage of their early game dominance. This bot lane is explosive, like I was talking about. They have so much burst damage from that Tristana Sona that they can just jump in. Malphite coming in for a gank, but he's not going to find anything. Everyone's gone home. Yeah, the Sona Tristana is such a bursty lane, and they managed to get that first blood, so they're really going to snowball off of that. And if Tristana plays it right, she's just going to shut this Vayne out for the next 20 minutes.
It looks like they might even be looking to take this tower. Yeah,
they'll probably opt to just leave it up. Yeah, she's just gonna farm and not hit it. Oh, maybe they will actually. What they're probably doing here, Malphite's already bottom. He's going back now. I was saying they could go and pick up an easy dragon, but what they're going to do is just keep pushing and force force Zach to come bot and take all pressure off top lane.
Oh, it's going to be very good. His Sin's just enjoying free farm
right
now.
Oh, man, getting jumped on again.
Oh, I missed that. She is going to have to barrier out of Payback's ultimate. The Diceman onto him now. The bubble's going to miss. Actually going to push aside by Let's Bounce now. Payback onto Diceman. Hawk Jones trying to help him out as much as he can. Payback is going to pop the passive on it. Does he have time to pick it up? God herself can't really do too much about it right now. He's going to hop in on it. The bubble is going to lift him up now. God herself wants to make something happen, but that Seaman's going to fall. There's the barrier from Payback now. She's got the hop, but Anivia is there. Bot's narrowly going to miss, but he's going to get picked up by the ultimate. Now Payback's trying to do something. He's going to get picked up by the E very easily. Kind of wasted flash on that one.
That was a great run by Anivia. Coming down, that fight was so drawn out. She was just able to just walk down and clean up those kills. But Payback playing exceptionally well in this Tristana. I'm really impressed with this play right now. He's up almost 30 minions.
Oh, there's the ultimate on the Turtle Squad. He's going to have to flash away from the charge. Mike taking very low. The tower might take him down. It is Turtle Squad with a really good play on the Mike there.
Yeah, Turtle Squad going a little bit too deep and not paying attention to his tower aggro there. But yeah, Tristana was almost double Vayne's CS there for a little bit, and she's farming a little bit now, but a huge wave is going into Tristana's tower, and so she's just going to get all of those minions right back and maintain that 30 CS lead.
So your Sin's almost already doing some work on the second tower here. They've got to address that pretty quickly here. He's going to get out of control just with farm.
Oh, there's Tristana. She's going to miss all that CS bottom action.
There's the R back.
Worth it.
She's going to pick up that kill pretty easily, but yep, she's going to be losing a lot of farm down bottom.
Yeah, she just lost, let me go down here, probably almost 20 CS. At least Sejuani's there to pick it up. She lost a lot of CS in that bot lane for that kill. I'm not sure if that was worth it, but she did pick up the kill, and she's 3-1 now. She has a BF sword. Actually, Vayne just went back and picked up a cutlass, but she was up BF sword and boost before that by Vayne.
It looks like Tristana opted for that BF sword. I actually do like the BF sword more than the early BOTRK.
Yes, on Tristana, especially when I'm ahead this early. Going for that Infinity Edge Phantom Dancer Last Whisper build as soon as possible is the best.
Oh, Sax might trap for a steal here. He's gonna go in. He's gonna get the bounce onto everyone. There's Let's Bounce. There's a Nami ult knocking everyone up. Now everyone onto payback. That's gonna be a kill being picked up by Turtle Squad onto Mike. They're gonna pink that one out. Both teams not ready for Dragon quite yet, but very well played by the blue team here.
Yeah, blue team in great position there. They were able to isolate Mike and just explode him. Mike not having those defensive items yet, so he just melted, so to speak, being an ice boar and such. He melted against that onslaught. Sona looking for an ult here. He might.
Oh, there's the ultimate. It's going to go across everyone. The passive is going to get popped. There's the Ori ult. Very nice played by Malphite as well. They're going to turn this on to God herself. Now the Silver Bolt's proc is there. There's the flash. She's going to get away from this one. Turtle Squad's actually going to pick up Sona in the meantime, and the chase is on the Turtle Squad now. He's got no passive. He's going to try to recall next to Wolves, and it might actually work.
No, where are you going?
Oh my gosh, and Turtle Squad gets out of there.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, well played by Anivia there. Sona face checking, but she should have just stayed away from. Oh, meanwhile, Payback getting second tier tower in bot lane. That's huge.
Yeah, that is definitely huge. It's going to relieve some of that pressure that they got in the top lane there. If their bottom lane is also kind of pushed out that far.
Yeah, any advantage that blue team might have picked up from that kill on Mike at Dragon, they just threw away immediately by trying to push down bot lane. And they just got pinched and cleaned up on. And then, meanwhile, we had a split pushing Tristana that managed to take a second tier tower. Definitely not worth it for went too deep there.
Looks like Turtle Squad wants to put a little bit more damage onto this turret. Only Sona's there to protect it. But the rest of the team is missing. He's going to walk away. And there's Swag Syndrome still farming. Verdapan Oath is going to try to go in on him. He's going to get flipped. He does not want to chase that one out.
Well, I'm sure he wants to chase him and get that lovely kill, but you can't. It's so annoying.
Oh, actually, Swag Syndrome in trouble now, taken really, really low. He's popped his ultimate, and he's trying to get out of there now. Bet up on Oath. Okay, again.
Ooh, red team going for Dragon now. Singe very low, Zac topside, Anivia topside. There's absolutely no contest here.
That's
They're probably
going
going to
quickly.
get this Dragon for free.
Yeah, it's going to be a free Dragon. That's huge right now. That's going to extend their gold lead a little bit over 2K now.
So, red team, win game, lose lane, really controlling these global objectives right now. Up 3 towers to 1, 1 dragon to 0. They're really controlling this game and have it in a chokehold right now.
And they're grouping very well. Also, we haven't actually seen a teleport come out yet. Well, it looks like Singe used his maybe to go back to farm again. That is available to Malphite, since he almost is being forced into the top lane by Singe here.
I already told you Singe isn't leaving top lane. He's going to use it to farm every time. Yeah, so Tristana picking up a little bit more farm, going to maintain that 30 CS lead that I was talking about. Tristana's up 2k over Vayne right now. Vayne's sitting at 3k gold, and Tristana sitting at 5k gold. Huge lead. That's a BF sword and some change. Sejuani catching out Singed in her jungle right now. Not very happy about that one, saying, please leave.
Yeah, a little bit of damage being applied to Turtle Squad there by Saints Keeper. I mean, this Singe has really got to be getting on their nerves now.
Yeah. Oh, when Sejuani tries to go and farm her race and finds a wandering Singed in her jungle, she's not going to be very happy about it.
It's so funny. He just like walks up there, farms, and runs away. But there looks like they might look to close in on him.
Yeah, a little bit of low in the action right now. They're not going to catch him. I don't know why they're chasing him. Go back mid. Yeah, a little bit of low in the action right now. Looks like Blue team's gonna try and push down.
Oh,
mid
they're
tower,
gonna look
but-
to engage on it. There's the ultimate from Mike. Did not land on everyone. The slow came on, or did I see him in the? There's the Nivea ult, and the stun is actually gonna go all the way on to Saints Keeper. I think they noticed Vayne bottom and they wanted to engage right away.
Yeah, that was a really good time to engage. Unfortunately, Sejuani missing her her ultimate, not hitting anyone, managing to clip one person, but not quite enough to lock anyone down. So not able to convert that into any kills there. Meanwhile, Singe being annoying. Ooh, might actually go down here. Yep, Malphite gonna blow that ultimate. And...
Yep, there's the flash just to make sure.
Having to flash to get that kill, though, I'm not sure that was worth it because his ultimate's down now and his flash is down.
Yeah, you can definitely see the level of frustration that that's getting to now.
Yeah, they really need to go top as a team and take down that tower so Singe isn't able to push so aggressively on their second tier so quickly.
See, so looks like Tristana almost has enough. I think she's going to rush right into an IE. She did pick up a Vamp Scepter for a little bit of sustain. Vayne, I think she should be able to finish the OTRK on her next back. Seaman actually going to force State Keeper out on the stun coming out onto Mike. Very well played. I thought that wall was going to be enough to kind of catch State Keeper out there.
Yeah, again, it's these people not liking other people in their jungle. Yeah, catching them out, trying to do race there, and then just collapsing on them and blowing a flash. Meanwhile, Tristana split pushing bot quite happily and getting that farm up, doing the double lift style here.
It looks like now they're looking to converge on top.
Oh, and Tristana just completed that Infinity Edge. That is a huge item for Tristana. She is going to be doing so much damage right now.
So Swag Syndrome has no idea. Sona's coming up on him as well. But at on Death now, putting a little bit of damage onto him. There's the slow bots there. Now there's Payback to do the R, and he's just gonna laugh as he dies. He knows he's done for, and but not gonna continue farming this top lane.
Yeah, so Singe doing this, I don't know what you want to call it, this sort of proxy Singe, I guess, but he's not proxying, he's just doing the dying part. Not a good strategy there. He's not getting any objectives, he's not forcing that much pressure. They come up, they kill him, and they go back to their lanes. And they're not capitalizing on it. So the whole idea behind proxy Singe is you take pressure off the map because everyone comes up to kill you, and then you get something else. But they're missing that second step. They're not getting anything else, so it's not worth it for them. They just keep dying over and over again.
Yeah, and actually Malphite almost being able to do a good job of almost managing Singe himself up there in the top lane, so his team doesn't have to worry too much about giving up that pressure at the rest of the map, like you mentioned.
Yeah, so not boding well for blue team right now. They, like I said, they are a really late game centric team, so if they can just hold out, farm up that Vayne, farm up that Anivia damage, they're going to be in good shape. But unfortunately, red team is snowballing out of control right now.
Yeah, and I really hope that they start to take a little bit more advantage of it. Like we saw them in the early game, they were very aggressive. I think they need to go back to that aggressive style now. While they've still got this pretty sizable gold lead, Mike gonna get cut out by that wall. The stun coming out onto him. Bubble's not gonna land onto quite anyone just there. There's the ultimate. They're gonna flash it down. But Avon Oath's got Home Guards teleport now. They're gonna go on the Turtle Squad. There's the Orianna ult. Bot's taken very low. Vedat Vanoth is tanking the turret. There's Crescendo coming out on a Daisy Turtle Squad with the passive up. He's going to try to pick up a kill. He's going to pick up Sona now. Payback doing a little bit of damage in the backline. Turtle Squad taken very high in health by his passive. I think they ignored the egg a little bit too much. The stun is going to miss. Now they're going to look to turn it on the Turtle Squad. Turtle Squad doing a lot of damage to Payback though. There's Saban with the bounce, and the E is going to pick up Payback. The stun is going to miss. Saints Keeper is there. Turtle Squad is going to get taken down finally by MyWWIG. This fight is so extended. Thysema now trying to get out. The Ignite is going to tick away. It is going to be enough for the double kill being picked up by Vedat Vanoth there.
Wow. What a fight. They're so drawn out. I don't know. Did Sejuani die in that fight? Because she managed to respawn and go top lane by the time that fight finished.
That was a very long fight.
Really long and drawn out fight. Oh, it's just... the engage by Malphite, the counter engage.
Oh god, herself gonna catch Vedat Vanoth now. There's the auto attack and get the shutdown onto Vayne. That's gonna be a lot of gold going on to Vayne. I don't think they actually expected Swag Syndrome to leave top and be there.
Yeah, Malphite overstaying his welcome way too long, to be honest with you. His entire team had left, and he was alone. So I don't know what he was doing there, but Vayne managing to pick up a kill. Still 1-2-2 against the 5-2-1 Tristana, though. Tristana really ahead in gold right now. Sona being caught out here.
Yeah, Spike Syndrome did get the flip out onto them, though. They're going to turn this around. Got herself getting a couple attacks off onto the Dragon. Payback in a bad spot. Now the flip is going to get off on him. There's a condemn. He's going to get taken down now. Everyone on the mic. There's the wall to force him to the outside. Silverbolt's proc is going to be there. The shield is there. There's the Orianna ult, but it's not going to be enough. Got herself picking up another kill onto Mike, and they might look to turn this into a Dragon as well as taking that blue buff.
Yeah, Tristana making one of the cardinal mistakes of Tristana. They're jumping too early against a displacement like that. Any sort of displacement, if you jump before or at the same time that you're displaced, your jump will be put on cooldown and you'll still be displaced. So one of the cardinal mistakes happens a lot when you get overexcited, trying to get away, and then all of a sudden you don't have a jump anymore and you just sort of sit there and cry.
Yeah, and a very good follow-up by Vayne there. She saw the flip put her in an immediate position for a really good condemn, and they were able to pick up that kill really easy, and then just turn it on to Mike. So that's actually going to bring the gold favor back in blue team's favor, and that is not good for win game lose lane.
That's not good for win game lose lane here. If Went Too Deep keeps up this steamroll, not the steamroll, if they keep up this comeback, then they're gonna start getting out of control here. Vayne closing that, what was it, 2k gold gap that we saw early. Only 1,500 out now from Tristana. So those 2 kills in that Dragon are really helping Vayne to get back in this game.
Yeah, so I think, yeah, she's still behind in gold, but it's still 2k. But that's just from all that farm that Tristana has. But Vayne is, I think, going to scale a little bit better. I think she's going to work into Phantom Dancer right away.
Ooh, Anivia being collapsed on here. Might not be able to get out.
Oh, there's the ultimate onto Anivia. Everyone onto her now. There's the Ori ult as well. So burning 2 ults to pick up Anivia. Singed with the teleport is there right away. The flip onto Mike now. It looks like they want to turn this onto Mike. There's the Orianna ult, or shield. Thy Seaman's going to get in there now. There's Let's Bounce on the bots. And Mike, he's going to bounce her away. There's the Nami ult on everyone. Got herself very low. Payback. One more auto attack would do it. This crescendo is going to freeze almost everyone. There's going to be a double kill for Sins. Malphite picking up Vayne now. I think that's going to be it for that team fight. They're not going to chase out Mike or Orianna. But well played by both teams there.
Another really long, drawn-out team fight was just really chaotic.
Oh, Pen Up on Oath is getting very aggressive onto Thy Seaman now. There's the slow coming out onto him. Mike's there to help him out. The slow is going to land onto Swag Syndrome now. They might look to turn this. He's going to get the flip on now. Swag Syndrome very low. Pen Up on Oath is going to get knocked up. The poison's ticking away. Thy Seaman is going to get out of there narrowly with that heal from Nami.
Yeah, that heal from Nami saving Thy Seaman right there. Yeah, so again, really long, drawn-out team fight. Malphite wasn't there for win game, lose lanes, so yeah, it was a 4v4 after they had blown everything to kill Anivia there. That's what's really key here. They blew Orianna Flash, Orianna Ultimate, and I think Sejuani Ultimate to get that Anivia. And then once all that was down, why wouldn't they engage a 4v4 against them?
Yeah, that was
really good job.
Very well played. I think it ended up being a 2 for 2 at the very end of all that.
Yes.
So I guess it was very even. Both teams pretty even gold, only 400 gold apart now.
Yeah, what's really interesting is I sort of lost track of this mid lane here. Anivia with 8 kills here, almost 9,500 gold. 2.5k gold up on her counterpart Orianna. Really doing well here. Sort of snuck under my radar. She just keeps getting all of these kills for her team.
Yeah, she's been doing a really good job of roaming the map. She seems to be like at the right place at the right time, and she's just able to pick up some of those kills, or just secure some of the kills.
Yeah, and that early Nami Oracle really helping blue team here. We see 1 red ward on the map, I think, if I count correctly. I did go through kindergarten here. Meanwhile, blue team has 4 wards, and they're all centered around that dragon. Both teams not wanting to give up that dragon vision right now. Meanwhile, on the rest of the map, no wards, except the one that they just put down.
Yeah, so that Oracles is huge right now. I almost expect to see Win Game Lose Lane now start targeting Nami here in the next team fight, or if they can catch her out, making a play to get rid of that right away.
It should almost be dead unless she bought another one, because she had that Oracles at the last Dragon fight, which was a while ago if my memory serves me correctly, so that should almost be dead, or she's putting more gold into Oracles, which, why not?
Yeah, especially when you're ahead. Looks like Swag Cinder wanted to get the slow off onto someone on the top lane. Wasn't quite able to. Actually, it's going to be everyone collapsing on the Swag Syndrome now. There's the ultimate coming out. There's a Malphite ult onto Veta. Yeah, the purple cord is going to slow him down. There's the speed up. Payback is there. He's going to get the flip off onto Payback, but Oriana's going to pick up that shutdown. A lot of gold going on to her now.
But this is exactly what 1-2 wants. They want everyone to go top and to take all pressure off the rest of the map, and they're finally taking advantage of it.
Yeah.
3 people mid lane, gonna push down that second tier mid tower. Vayne pushing down second tier bot tower. What'd they get out of it? A Singe that's worth 30 gold and a top tier 1 tower?
Yeah, and
Not
actually
really
they forced Vedat Von Death to use his teleport. He's actually going to fall to the Silverbolt's proc. I think the shield was there. Is going to be enough to get Vedat Von Death out of there. Or Von Oath, I'm sorry. Really well played by God herself, though.
Oh, meanwhile, Son and Tristana still pushing top. So if they're not able to push against this Oriana...
Oh, there's the engage from Thyseeman. Very nice. Zhonya's is going to negate almost every form of CC there. There's the Ori ult now. Thyseaman very low. He's going to flash out of there. God herself tried to do some damage on everyone now. Mike is very close to death now, but God herself does not want to take that one out. The Zac passive was there, so he's able to get out of that one, but they did not pick up that turret, and it's going to be another turret in the top lane to win game, lose lane.
Yeah, so in the end, that really worked out for win game, lose lane there. They managed to get the top tier, top inhibitor turret.
Oh, but is gonna fall to Swag Syndrome. Thought he had enough damage, actually flashed exhausted, and it was not enough. So well played, but he did reset his gold value.
Yeah, like I was saying, I would definitely give that advantage to win game, lose lane there, because they managed to get that top tier, or top tower, top inhibitor tower turret. Tower turret? That sounds redundant, but oh well. You know what I mean, they got the top turret. Inhibitor exposed now. They did get more kills, Went Too Deep did get more kills, but still, that exposed inhibitor way more important for win game, lose lane here.
So we're about to cross the 30-minute mark here in about 1:40 seconds. What does each team need to do now to swing this in their favor? We're going to start getting into late game, and Went Too Deep has the gold lead right now, but we have seen some good pressure being applied by win game, lose lane.
God, yeah, we're at 30 minutes. We've seen so much action right now. A kill a minute. Sona picking up in Oracles right now. Yeah, what do they need to do? So, Sona going for the earliest release, which I think is a really good, well, early, 28 minutes, a really good idea for their team to be able to initiate, which is what they want to do. Ooh, they need to be careful around this Baron buff right now. I don't think they're going to face check. Tristana picking up a Cutlass, which I'm assuming she's going to build into a Bork right away, which I find very interesting, actually. The only person she'd really have to duel is Singed, and she should be able to keep him off from her long enough to do the damage she needs to do. So that's not going to help her damage at all. It's going to hurt her damage quite a bit if she doesn't get that last Whisper. I would say that's exactly what Tristana doesn't need to do here. But what Red Team wants to do is they want to engage. And they want to engage as hard as possible, as often as possible, and as in favorable positions as possible. Because they have that kind of team.
Malphite's going to be forced to back now, as Singe is applying a lot of pressure in the top lane.
Oh yes, Singe still top lane, not leaving his home. That's his country.
And he almost managed to take that turret by himself. Looks like Thyseaman is almost looking to engage there. They might look to cut...
Oh, we're going to come around and pinch here.
Yeah, Swag Syndrome is going to get caught out. A lot of damage coming out into him now. Thyseaman is there. It looks like he wants to engage. Turtle Squad is going to get a very nice stun off onto Sona. He's going to die. Von Oath with a very nice ultimate to everyone in the backline. There's a Nami ultimate coming across everyone. God herself doing a really good job here. There's so much damage coming out. BOTRK onto Vedat. Very nice Ori ult onto everyone now. Thyseaman is leading the charge. The bubble's not going to land. Everyone onto Payback now. Very nice knockback onto Payback from Thyseaman. Really well played by him. Got herself, not going to be able to pick up Mike, but that is going to be a 3 for none in favor of Went Too Deep.
That was a great combination there. That Anivia wall at the end there just forced Tristana to jump, and then immediately into the Zac knockup to knock Tristana back out of her jump towards the team. Great combination. Yeah, Anivia did a great job there. She completely zoned Tristana from the fight. So Tristana was not able to do any damage.
A lot of damage coming on onto him. Very nice Zanya! And the crescendo coming across, but Turtle Squad is going to pick up the kill. God herself is going to pick up the kill onto Mike now, and they are going to look to take this inhibitor.
Yeah, Vayne has just not actually got that many kills still, but is getting disgusting just from that PD Bork combo.
Yeah, so much damage coming off of those silver bolts. I wish I could see how much damage one spell caused, because that's got to be a ton right now. Lyseman is narrowly going to avoid being killed if he forced out of his recall. I'm sorry. So what does win game lose lane do right now? What do they need to do?
Yeah, they needed to not get to this point is what they need to do. Unfortunately, blue team has started that late game snowball that I was talking about, and they're really starting to turn on the pressure. And at this point, Anivia's huge, Vayne's huge. Their two hyper carries are just humongous right now. And what win game lose lane can do here to counter that, I don't know. Wait for a bad Baron call and try to collapse on that. Just farm up, try and get that Tristana to get her last couple of items. They really need to pick their engages better. They're getting out pressured, they're getting baited too hard, and they're being forced into fights that are completely unfavorable for them. So that's really to the credit of Went Too Deep here. They're playing extremely well right now. Malphite picking up an Hourglass. I just noticed Malphite's going completely AP here.
Yeah, I can't say I agree with that. I don't see a Randuin's on their team, which is a pickup I think is really important right now, especially against a Vayne starting to get scary.
No, they don't have a completed Bulwark for Anivia. They don't have a Randuin's for Vayne.
Oh, there's an ultimate onto everyone, but everyone's going to force Mike back. Very good disengage. Got herself doing a lot of damage. It's going to turn her attention away from Mike. The crescendo landing onto her, and everyone is going to go onto God herself. She's going to get taken down immediately now. There's Zac in the back line. Actually, very nice R by Tristana, going to knock him out, but Singe is going to pick up the kill. There's the Ori. Zanya, she's going to surely fall now to Swag Syndrome. No, it's going to be picked up by Turtle Squad. Everyone on to Mike now. Mike taking very low. One more auto attack would do it. Can Singe get it? The flip is going to pick that one up. Everyone on Vet Up on Oath, and it's going to be a double kill for Turtle Squad. They're going to look to move on to this inhibitor turret.
When I thought they got that early Vayne kill in that fight, I thought for sure that red team had that one in the bag. Vayne almost all their damage, but unfortunately, well played by Went Too Deep again. I think they're just going to end up finishing the game here. Only Sonar to defend these turrets. Yeah, they're just going to laugh and finish the game.
Yes, Swag Syndrome doing quite a bit of laughing there. You got 12 seconds until payback is up. They're going to force the flash out of Sona, but that should be all she wrote. It's going to be a win for Went Too Deep here. Very well played by them.
Yeah, well played. Great game there. Really exciting. Tons of action. Over a kill a minute at the end of the game there. And like I said, blue team just waited for that late game and they took it home.
Yeah, so that was a really exciting game. Did not really go how I expected it to be honest.
No.
But it was really, really good.
It went almost exactly like I expected to. You know, the red team, you know, got that early snowball like I was talking about. They had the better early game team. I really think it comes down to items here because Malphite went completely AP. Only defensive item he has is Hourglass, which I guess is kind of, well, defensive with armor, and then an Abyssal Scepter, but he doesn't have any health, he has no Randuin's, he has no huge armor items that tanky top lane Malphite normally has. And then Tristana picking up that late Blade of the Ruined King, which I really don't agree with. That's a very early game, very dually item, not one that you pick up for team fights. You really either should have gone for Last Whisper. If you want a defense, go for a Guardian Angel.
Yeah, they definitely made some questionable choices in itemizing. They had just like there's absolutely nothing to stop that Vayne, and she was only going to get scarier from that point.
Yeah, that
she
Vayne
wasn't
didn't even have
done.
any kills. 4 kills, you know, very little farm. Well, she managed to pick up some farm later in the game, but yeah, just started the snowball, and as soon as Vayne hits that snowball, it's done. There's nothing you can do. You pray that you catch her out of position, which they did in that last fight, but even then it wasn't enough because that Anivia just picked up the slack.
Awesome.
Don't forget to come back next week for more tournament action.
And the stakes go up each week as we get closer to that cash prize. Remember to go to MyWWIG.com, your portal to online tournament gaming.
Well, that's all for this week's League of Legends tournament hosted by EliteClanWars.com. I'm Joker.
And I'm Raziel. From everyone here at WWIGTV, see you next time.